I'm staring at the screen till the blue light burns my eyes. I'm counting every minute while the conversation dies. I've typed 1,000 sentences and deleted everyone, trying to fix a tragedy that's already been done. The little gray check marks are staring back at me like two cold stones at the bottom of the sea. Now I'm just left on red forever, a message in a bottle that you'll never pull ashore. I'm hanging on a heartbeat, waiting for a typing, but the bubble never bubbles anymore. I gave you my soul in a digital string, and you gave me the silence of a broken thing. Yeah, I'm left on read. I scroll back to the beginning when the LOLs were real, before the K and maybe turned our hearts to steel. I'm reading through the history like a map of what went wrong, trying to find the moment where I stopped belonging. But the thread just stands in a jagged, lonely line, and I'm still checking timestamps like I'm running out of time. Is it sitting in your pocket? Is it lighting up your room? Is my I miss you just another spark of gloom? You don't have to say it, I can feel the dial tone, the loudest way to tell me that I'm standing here alone. Yeah, I'm left on read forever, a message in a bottle that you'll never pull ashore. I'm hanging on a heartbeat, waiting for a typing, but the bubble never bubbles anymore. I gave you my soul in a digital string, and you gave me the silence of a broken thing. Delivered but ignored, seen but not heard. I'm waiting for a miracle or just a single word, but the screen stays black and you're never coming back. Left on red. Left on red. The digital clock is a neon scar on the wall. 4 a.m. and I'm waiting for the shadows to fall. I've memorized every crack in the ceiling above, a map of the wreckage of a one-sided love. I roll to the left, but the sheets are too straight. I'm anchored to the mattress by this heavy hollow wave. Oh, the house makes a sound like a heart skipping beats while the city is breathing on the rain-slick streets. I try to close my eyes, but the movie starts to play in high definition, ghosts of a better yesterday. I'm tired. Just trying to pull through. Every hour is a mountain that I can't seem to climb, while I'm wasting my life and I'm killing my time. Just losing sleep over you. They say sleep on it and you'll feel better in the light, but the sun is just a stranger when you battle with the night. My eyes are burning red and my head is spinning round, and the static of the silence is the only haunting sound. Yeah, I'm losing sleep over you, like I'm losing my mind, searching for the pieces of the man I left behind. The moon is an anthem for the lonely and the blue, and I'm the lead singer, just trying to pull through. Every hour is a mountain that I can't seem to climb, while I'm wasting my life and I'm killing my time. Just losing sleep over you. The birds are starting to sing, but I haven't closed my eyes. The coffee's in the pot underneath the morning skies. Another night gone, another day to pretend. I'm just waiting for the dreaming to finally begin. I call my thumb hovering over your name again, right around the time the heavy thoughts start caving in. It's 2 a.m., the hour where I tell you everything, but the phone is just a wait, and it's never gonna ring. I used to know you breathing through the speaker in the dark. Now the silence is a fire, and I'm just a dying spark. There'll be no more late calls to keep the ghosts away. No more are you up to turn the midnight into day. I'm hung up on a dial tone that's echoing for years, drowning out the secrets that I whispered in your ears. The battery is dying and the signal's gone to gray. I finally got nothing left to say. I remember how your voice felt like a blanket on my soul, patching up the pieces, making all the jagged hole. Now I'm staring at a screen that's just a mirror of my grief, looking for a missed call to provide a bit of relief. But the log is getting older and the history is thin. I'm locked outside a door that I used to live within. I've got 1,000 stories that I'll never get to tell. I'm screaming at a tower, throwing wishes down a well. I've deleted your number, but I know it by my heart, and that's the hardest part, knowing where to start to fall. Yeah, there'll be no more late calls to standing in the kitchen where the fire used to burn, staring at the ashes of a bridge I didn't turn. You were the lightning, the heat and the glow. I was the timber that let the flame grow, but the embers are blackened and the earth is gone cold, and I'm holding on to stories that will never be told. Now it's just ghosts in the rafters and only smoke remains here, choking out the memories of all those better years. I'm breathing in the grave of a love turned to dust, watching all our always turn to iron and to rust. The windows are clouded, I can't see the sky, just the haze of a fire that was born just to die. Only smoke remains. I can still smell the cedar and the scent of your hair, raining like a fan in the stagnant morning air. I try to wave it away, try to open up the door, but the haze follows me across the wooden floor. It's in the curtain, the carpet, the skin on my bones, the evidence of a kingdom that I'm ruling all alone. They say where there's smoke, there's a flicker of life, but it's just the sting of a jagged dull knife. There's no warmth in the vapor, no light in the cloud, just a house full of secrets talking way too loud. Yeah, it's just ghosts in the rafters and only smoke remains here, choking out the memories of all those better years. I'm breathing in the grave of a love turned to dust, watching all I always turn to iron and to rust. The windows are clouded, I can't see the sky, just the haze of a fire that was born just to die. Nothing to catch, nothing to hold. The story's finished, the hearth is cold. I'm just a shadow in a room full of gray, watching the last of you drift away. Only smoke. I'm tracing the outlines of the dust upon the shelf, trying to find a version of you that looks like myself. The moonlight is a witness, cutting sharp across the floor, pointing to the empty space beside the closet door. I still avoid the corner where your guitar used to lean. Now it's just a patch of darkness where the music should have been. Now I'm sleeping with the shadows in our room, watching how the midnight makes the lonely feelings bloom. They move across the ceiling like a movie of the past, reminding me that always was a lot to ask to last. I reach out for the silhouette of where you used to lay, but the shadows always flicker and they always slip away. There's a shape upon the curtain that looks just like your hair, but I turn the lamp on quickly and there's no one standing there. The closet is a canyon and the hallway is a ghost. I'm the darkness tells me beautiful lies. If I keep the lights off, can I pretend you stayed? In the gray and hazy edges where the colors start to fade. But the sun is gonna rise and pull the curtain on the show and take away the only part of you I still can't know. Yeah, I'm sleeping with the shadows in our room, watching how the midnight makes the lonely feelings bloom. They move across the ceiling like a movie of the past, reminding me that always was a lot to ask to last. I reach out for the silhouette of where you used to lay, but the shadows always flicker and they always slip away. Just shapes in the dark, just ghosts in the gray. I'm begging the night not to turn into day. Shadows in our room. The record player's turning with the needles out of place, just scratching through the surface of the ghost of your maze. I'm wearing that old sweater, the one you said you liked, before the fire flickered out and the winter finally striked. The moon is throwing shadows across the kitchen floor in the exact same spot we didn't need a reason for. So I'm taking the lead in a slow dance you own now. Sway with the sounds of a house that's not a home now. One hand on my heart and the other in the air, reaching for a shoulder that I know isn't there. 3 minutes of pretend till the melody is through. Just a one-man lever in a space built for two. I can almost feel your fingers locking into mine as I stumble through the steps and I try to stay in mine. The candle that is dying, burning down the nothingness, like Rio is that you promised him that's on my garden dress. I'm closing my eyes just to keep the vision clear, because reality is battle every time you disappear. No pause when it's over, no stay for one more. Just the sound of my socks on the cold hardwood floor. The music is a liar, it says you're still here, but the salt on my lips is the only thing space built for you two. Spinning slow, left on my right, counting the steps to the rest of the night. And sun is ending, but I'm still holding on. Just dancing with the shadow until the dawn. We used to sleep until the moon sun hit the floor. No alarms, no rushing out the door, just the smell of rainy pavement and the kettle on the heat, and the way your toes would tangle up with mine beneath the sheet. Now the calendar is stuck on a Tuesday afternoon, and the silence in this kitchen is a low and lonely tune. And I'm still waiting for Sunday to come back around, for that easy kind of quiet, for that gentle kind of sound. But the week just keeps on dragging, heavy and so long, and weekends feel like ghosts of a half-remembered song. I'm stuck in Monday's shadow, shivering in the gray, still waiting for Sunday. But you took the light away. I walk past the cafe where we'd sit and read the news before the world amnesty, and you both began to lose. The table in the corner has a receipt sign and a word. I'd sit there if I could, I'd stay there if I should, but the paper's full of strangers and the coffee's gone to ice, and I'm paying for a forever with a devastating price. They say time is a river, but I'm drowning in a lake. Well, every maybe someday that we didn't get to make. The Saturdays are hollow and Fridays are a blur. I'm just a lonely pronoun looking for her. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Sunday to come back around, for that easy kind of quiet, for that gentle kind of sound. But the week just keeps on dragging, heavy and so long, and the weekends feel like ghosts of a half-remembered song. I'm stuck in Monday's shadow, shivering in the gray, still waiting for Sunday. But you took the light away. Saturday's fading, the bells are gonna ring, but it won't feel like Sunday without you here to sing. The 7 days of empty, over and over again, still waiting in the rain. I'm standing on the corner of the street where we first met. The sky is turning heavy with a debt it hasn't collected yet. I didn't bring an umbrella, I didn't bring a coat. I'm just carrying the wreckage of the last letter I wrote. The first drop hits the pavement, the second hits my face, and suddenly I'm disappearing without a single trace. You won't see me breaking, you won't see the pain, 'cause I'm hiding all my tears in the rain. Let the clouds do the crying, let the storm take the blame, while the water washes out every whisper of your name. It's the perfect disguise for a heart that's been bled. Nobody knows I'm dying if the sky is crying instead. The passers-by are rushing, they're all running for the light, but I'm standing in the deluge in the middle of the night. My salt is in the river, my sorrow's in the stream. I'm drowning out the memory of a half-forgotten dream. If I look like I'm shaking, it's just the winter chill, not the way my world went quiet when your heart went still. When the sun comes out tomorrow and the sidewalks start to dry, there won't be a single witness to the way I had to die. The puddles will evaporate, the storm will move along, and I'll just be the static at the end of a sad song. No, you won't see me breaking, you won't see the pain, 'cause I'm hiding all my tears in the rain. Let the clouds do the crying, let the storm take the blame, while the water washes out every whisper of your name. It's the perfect disguise for a heart that's been bled. Nobody knows I'm dying if the sky is crying instead. Just a downpour covering my tracks, just a flood, and I'm never coming back. I'm soaking wet, and I haven't even started to forget. Tears in the rain. I checked my bank account of time, found it bone dry. Spent every golden hour on a hello and a goodbye. I built a cathedral out of every word you spoke, but the altar was empty and the promises were smoke. I traded my pride for a seat at your feet, only to find out that your love was a one-way street. It's just wasted love on you, like rain in the ocean, a lifetime of faith and a dying devotion. I poured out my heart till the well hit the sand, building a kingdom on shifting white strand. Now I'm standing here bankrupt with nothing to show for the years that I planted where nothing would grow. Yeah, it's just wasted love. I got drawers full of letters that you never even read, and 1,000 I love yous that I should have kept instead. I was the anchor while you were the gale. I provided the wind, but you ripped up the sail. I look in the mirror and I don't know the face of person who gave everything to be replaced. They say no love is wasted, that it all serves a part, but they haven't seen the ledger of my hollowed out heart. I gave you my best and you gave me the door. Now I'm sweeping the pieces off the dirty wood floor. It's just wasted love on you, like rain in the ocean. A lifetime of faith and a dying devotion. I poured out my heart till the well hit the sand, building a kingdom on shifting white strand. Now I'm standing here bankrupt with nothing to show for the years that I planted where nothing would grow. Seconds to minutes, years down the drain. A whole lot of forever for a whole lot of pain. Wasted, yeah, I wasted it all. I'm staring at the ceiling where the moonlight meets the wall, waiting for a sound that I know isn't gonna fall. The house is breathing heavy, but the air is getting thin. I'm a prison to the what ifs and the secrets underneath my skin. I reach across the desert of the sheets to find your hand, but I'm just grasping at the grains of some forgotten land. Now it's just whispers in the dark, calling out your name. Every shadow on the curtain looks exactly like the same. I'm talking to the corners, I'm pleading with the air, searching for a heartbeat that I know is no longer there. A soft, haunting echo of a love that used to spark, lost inside the whispers in the dark. I heard the floorboards groan, I thought I heard you laugh, but it's just the wind crying through a faded photograph. I've got your old t-shirt pressed against my chest, trying to find some comfort in a heart that cannot rest. Every little creak, every rattle of the pain is just another way the silence tries to drive me insane. Is that you in the hallway? Is that you by the door? Or am I just a man who can't take it anymore? The darkness has a voice and it sounds just like your own, telling me the hardest truth, that I am here alone. Yeah, it's just whispers in the dark, calling out your name. Every shadow on the curtain looks exactly like the same. I'm talking to the corners, I'm pleading with the air, searching for a heartbeat that I know is no longer there. Soft, haunting echo of a love that used to spark, lost inside the whispers in the dark. Did you say something? Or was it just the night? I'm losing my mind. In the absence of the light, whisper to me one last time before the morning comes and you're no longer